really opened up the question of capacity and readiness. And as I continue to look at the topic this week, the gasoline that fuels you towards your purpose, optimism, positive expectations, and expanded growth, I begin to raise the question, what is our expectations? Where is our weakest link that we have to shore up? And I began to, through conversations this week with people, realize that our expectations is where we have the weak leg in our relay team to win and to become successful and to fulfill our purpose and to change the things that we feel are unrepresentative of the community that we come from. Our expectations are what we don't vocalize. We often talk about what we like. We'd often talk about what we want. We'd often talk about what would make us happy, but we rarely talk about what are our expectations. When you ask a person, what is your vision relative to what they say they want? What is your vision towards what you would like to have? You often find there's a big drop-off between what they desire and what they expect. And what they desire and what they expect, and what's the bridge to move them from what they want to what they expect. Often there is no bridge. There is a dream, there is a desire, there is an elation, there is a jubilation, there's an excitement, but there's no bridge, no method, no technique, no timetable, no commitment to pursuing the resources. The resources can be emotional, the resources can be financial, the resources can be educational, the resources can be writing it down. Writing it down separates the optimism from the expectation. And when you begin to communicate with people about what they want, and you raise the question, what they expect, the next thing becomes, what have you written down that verifies that expectation? Because writing it down makes it a contract between what you want and what you expect. Writing it down makes it a contract between yourself and those you communicate with. Writing it down makes it a contract in a relationship that's binding between you and God. So it's very important to have the bridge between optimism and positive expectation. Because many of us are born with dreams, and unfortunately so many of us die with dreams unfulfilled. Why? Because we did not have real, true, positive expectations. We didn't have the expectations because we didn't have the bridge. We didn't have the expectations because we didn't write it down. So those things strengthen the expectation. And then when you move in expanded growth, we've been trained too much to be comfortable with the fact that we have elevated ourselves. Elevated ourselves is necessary, but it's not sufficient if you want to hit your positive expectations. Elevating ourselves proves to us we know how to improve and raise and levitate our lives, but it does not prove that we can meet our expectations. So the expectations can smack you if you have an abundance of optimism and no bridge, and the expectations can also smack you if you are accomplished, but you have not put in place the things that will take you beyond your comfort zone. We often move from our circumstance that we are okay with to a comfort zone. And a comfort zone is like turning off the car after you've arrived somewhere. See, a comfort zone can be misleading. It can make you think, I'm okay, I'm all right. But there are many things beyond the horizon waiting to destabilize you. And when you have positive expectations to move forward, your goal is to never settle for where you are. When you come into a job, you should always ask yourself three things. What am I here for? What am I to learn? And what is my next move? And always have that exceed the rate of the employer for having you there. So you are always constantly either trying to move up and out, or you're trying to move up within where you love and enjoy working. That keeps you moving. That keeps you fluid. That keeps you mobile. The number one position in the government in the United States is not permanent. It's 8 years maximum, 4 years average. So they know that you move your whole family, your whole world in there, but it's not a permanent situation. Coming to earth is not a permanent situation. Life is not a permanent situation. Being a child is not a permanent situation. Living with your parents is not a permanent situation. So get away from the comfort of thinking something is supposed to always be as it is, and begin to move forward and prepare for the next stage with positive expectations, because you build the bridge to move you from where you are. No matter whether you're at the bottom side trying to get stabilized or whether you're in a comfort zone trying to expand. Produce the bridge through the writing of what it is you want, and realize it's no one's responsibility to permanently sustain you. Not life, not employers, not family, not parents. Move to the next level by preparing yourself with positive expectations, a writing plan to get you there, and a recognition that time exponentially demands that you go from one stage to another. Over to you, Kevin.